Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. We are Glitzy Stitches Home DIY. My name is Shawnee. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome. I hope everyone's day is going fantastic. And today we're going to be making a gnome wreath. It's a different kind of gnome wreath though. We're going to go a little bit boho meets gnome. Pretty excited about this one, guys. It's going to be fun. The first thing we're going to need is we're going to need this styrofoam cone, and I did purchase this at the Dollar Tree. These are hard to come by, actually, the cones. And so when I found one, I purchased 3 of them. So what we're going to do first is we're going to want to take our twine, and today's video is part of the Twine It Up challenge, and it's hosted by Creations by Favi and Crafting with Maria. Okay, so we're going to start about the middle of our cone, and we're going to place a little bit of hot glue, and let's start at the back. Okay, we're going to place a little bit of hot glue just like so, and we're going to place our twine in, and we're just going to start wrapping, and we're going to wrap upward, and we are going to wrap this pretty tight, and you want to make sure they stay together. Okay, just like so. Okay, we just want this one part a bit thicker than the rest. And then, then we're going to go ahead and we're going to start following up. And every now and then you are going to want to put a dab of hot glue in the back, just like this. Okay, just like so. Styrofoam is noisy. Okay, there we go. We're going to put our jute over here, just like so. And that's another thing, guys. You might want to keep your jute to the left of you when you're doing this if you're right-handed, and to the right if you're left-handed for easier application. I just pull my jute right out of the center, and I did buy my jute at Menards. Okay, it's a great big roll of it, and it works so great. I forget the yardage of it, but it's a lot. Okay, and then you just want to keep going up, making sure that the white is not showing. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to finish this going up. And you just might have to push down. I'm going to finish going up our cone, and I'll be right back. And we are back, and we are at the end of the tip of our cone here. And what we want to do is apply a little bit of hot glue. All right, just like so, and bring this around, bring your twine around. There we go. And just cover one more time here, just cover the very tip, oops, the very tip where you're not going to see the styrofoam. And it's a little tedious right here because it is the last strand of twine, okay, just like so. All right, just like that. You can make sure it's nice and tight, and you want it to stick really good. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to apply a little bit of the hot glue right here to the back of our hat. This is going to be a hat, guys. Okay, and we want to make sure this is really, really good. Right here, you want to make sure this is stuck really, really good. There we go. Okay, so then we're going to take our scissors and we're going to clip these right here. Just going to clip right there. Okay, make sure that's a nice transition, nice and smooth, and it looks great. Okay, now I was noticing, and what I do want to do here, guys, is I am going to go back down. I want this lower. Let's take this about, let me see. Let's take this about 2 inches from there to there. That's good. Let's take this another inch down, okay? And how we're going to do this, and we're going to make it thicker again right here. I'm not happy it's sitting up too high, so I want to take it another inch down So I measured there, and we're going to, again, apply a dot of our glue, right like that. And again, the same process. We're going to wrap this as many times as you're comfortable with, guys, as thick as you want the brim of your hat to be. Okay, and we are moving on to the nose. And how I've built the nose is I've taken a little pom-pom that I purchased at the Dollar Tree. And what we're going to do is we're going to take, I'm going to set these things aside so they don't get in our way. We're going to take a dab of hot glue with my SUREBONDER hot glue gun. And my hot glue I purchased at the Dollar Tree. Now this is going to be covered, so beauty isn't a issue here. We're going to just want it to stick to our little pom-pom. Okay, just like this. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take and we're going to start wrapping. Okay, as tight as we possibly can. And you're going to want to rotate this just like this. I'm just making a little cross, if you will, like a little X, and then you just keep going in the X form, okay? Anywhere you see, and you want to keep it tight, guys. You want to keep it tight, just like this, okay? It's going to form our little nose, just like so. I've already built one here, so I'll show you, or created one. I guess it is a building process. Okay. And it's round. It's just so cute. I think they're so cute. Okay, what we want to do now is when you make sure everything's covered, okay, you want to take a dab of your hot glue, and you want to dab it right there. Run your twine across it, okay. And if you have a finger protector, you can use a finger protector for this. I'm using my spatula. And also make sure you go check out Creations by Fabi and Crafting with Maria. The links to their channels will be listed in my description box below, as well as the link to this awesome playlist. I'm looking forward to seeing what everyone's come up with. I love working with jute twine. It's fun. And there's your nose. Okay? And we want to stick our nose on. And the reason, guys, you want to put your nose on before you start applying the beard is because it gives you like a guidance for the beard. You know where you want to place your beard and how to set it. Okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead. We're going to place our nose. So just a dab of hot glue right here. Okay? And we're just going to place it right on. This is going to be really, really cute. Okay. So with the nose placed, we're going to begin to put our beard on. And we do want our beard to hang a little bit because on the wreath we're going to be making, we want the beard to fall over the edge of the wreath. So, and it's up to you how long you do want your beard to be. So what we're going to do is we're just going to start placing our beard like so. And I'm going to run this about here. Let me measure this for you. I am making these, let's just say 3 3/4. Let's go ahead and go the whole 4 inches. Okay, so you're going to need to cut either your 4-inch strips and go ahead and measure them to your wreath. The wreath we are using is one of the Dollar Tree green styrofoam wreaths. We're going to be using this today. And you can go ahead and place your gnome figure on your wreath and measure out how long you would like your beard to be. Okay, and this is going to be perfect. So I'm going to leave mine at 4 inches. Okay, so what I need to do now is I need to take these 4-inch strips and just keep cutting. Guys, this does not have to be perfect. Imperfections, when you're making a gnome, imperfections sometimes are a happy accident. So, okay. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get these cut. And guys, you are going to need a lot of these. So another thing that you could do with this is you could measure your 4 inches and double and wrap and then just cut both ends. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get this done and I'll be right back. It's time to apply our beard and our back hair. So we made our 4-inch strips, and what we're going to do is I'm going to do a couple of these because I know you guys don't want to watch me attach the whole beard. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do a couple of these. And what you want to do first is you want to put a dab of your hot glue right back here, right back by your gnome's nose. You don't want any of the styrofoam to show, guys. None of the styrofoam should show. So we're going to do just like this. And we're going to lay these like this. And right now, at this point in making our gnome, we're going to do this individual until we get over to, you know, a few inches over. So, okay. Yeah. And we want to keep it as neat as possible. Just like this, okay? And you're going to do this on each side and under your nose. Very, very important to keep this nice and clean around the nose area without a lot of glue showing and without our styrofoam showing. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to finish our beard, and I'm going to work all the way around and get our hat, or excuse me, our hair as well. And this is what we have so far on our gnome beard. And what we want to go ahead and do is I am going to double layer this so we can cover up our styrofoam showing through. I'm going to keep going around as well to the hair. And I wanted to show you during the process of putting your jute on for your beard, you do want to grab your wreath figure and just make sure where you're at, guys. Like, see, I'm right here right now, and you can twist it around because you do want them to be looking straight out. Okay, so I am at the point now where I'm going to run my jute to where it goes over the wreath this way, to the right. Okay, see what I mean by that? There we go. Okay. Yep, there we go. I'm going to run it to the right now so that it falls freely and won't be like all clumped up in the center of our wreath. Our gnome head, and I wanted to do these with you. So what we're going to do is we're going to just continually run our bottom bead of glue here, just like so, and just apply. And you can just set it in there and come back to it because you do want this to get cool a little bit, guys. And the reason you want that is because it's easier to push in to apply and it will not stick to your silicone. Okay, just like that. There we go. Just like that. And there we go. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to apply the rest to the top here. And I have a couple more down here, and we'll come back and I'll show you the finished product. Okay, friends, and there we have our gnome thus far. I think he's adorable, and he's going to look great on the wreath. Okay, what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and we're going to start our wreath. And what we're going to be using again for the wreath is the green hard foam that I purchased at the Dollar Tree. Okay, and you want to make sure that where they joined it together in the factory is at the bottom. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to start by taking our twine, and I have kind of a starting point here where the paper was, so I'm really glad for that. We're going to put a dollop of glue here. Okay, just like so. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to run our twine right through here. Okay, we're going to wrap it. I'm going to try to keep this as straight as possible, just like so. And you want to kind of tug on it each time. And we're going to go all the way around our wreath like this. Okay. And it's very important that your twine is touching. Now you do not have to do a dollop of glue each time you go by. each time you bypass. But what I would do is every, let's say 10, I would put a little bit of glue on here. Okay? All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to continue this just like this. And we'll be back when we get our wreath wrapped in our twine. Okay, be right back. Okay, everyone, so what we're going to do is we have it wrapped, and I want to wrap this just like this. Wrap it, glue it, I'm sorry. Okay, just like so. Now I'm going to leave this little piece here so I know that that's the top, okay? Like, it really doesn't matter, but this is just where I started with my twine and such, so that's where I kind of want to leave the top at. Okay, and also what we're going to do is I got to looking at our gnome, and I think we're going to really, I want to really be able to differentiate the front from the back of our gnome. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut his hair. Again, we found our point here. And what we're going to do is we're going to take our gnome, okay? I'm going to place a dab of hot glue on the bottom right here, okay? And on the very top right here, okay? Now, what we're going to do is we're going to find our point again, which is right there. We're going to put our gnome in just like so. Make sure that styrofoam is touching the bottom, and we're going to push in just like that. You can straighten his little hair up here, and there we go. Oh, that's perfect, guys. Oh, this is so cute. And there we go, just like that. I think this is so adorable. Now, every gnome's hat that I've seen, some of them not, like this little guy here, he doesn't have one, but I think we need to make something for the top of his hat. Now, do we need a bow? Do we need a pom-pom? We'll try both. I'm going to make a pom-pom out of the jute twine, and I'm also going to make a bow, and we'll see which one looks best. So, we made this little pom-pom, and it's a lot different working with the jute twine when trying to make a pom-pom than it is, let's say, with like yarn. But we're going to make this work because I think it looks so cute when we put this little pom-pom up here like so, and we can fluff it out, and I just think that's going to look adorable. This is one of my favorite projects that I've ever done, guys. I gotta tell you, this is amazing. I am loving this. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to place our pom-pom right here with some good old hot glue. Okay, just like this. I'm going to get the good old hot glue on there, a generous portion of it, actually. We're going to go ahead, let it stick a little bit. Okay, I'm going to look at them, and I'm going to just right in the center between the wreath and the hat. So I have here one of the tumbling tower blocks, and what I've done is I've put one of the teeth hooks on the back of it for hanging pictures, and I just hammered it in with the end of my screwdriver. Of course, you can use a little hammer, which I have here somewhere, and then I shot some hot glue right behind it just for extra security. What we're going to do with this is we're going to take this and we're going to glue it just like so. And there we go. We're going to call this a finished project. We have our hanger on the back to hang him up, and I think this is adorable. This is one of my favorite ones that I've ever done, I must say. Okay, guys, and if you're not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscription. Hit the bell next to it, and you'll be notified each time I upload new video. I thank you so much for joining me today. Go ahead and give me a great big thumbs up, and go check out the playlist. The playlist is so awesome, guys. All right, and thank you very much. Until next time, bye.